Welcome back again with the Traveling Trader with another SPY, Tesla, and SHIB video update. Market just closed not too long ago. Let's take a look back over today and see what moves were made and what to look for to come. We're going to start here out on the day chart. Anybody new to trading or to trade view or even candlesticks price action, each candlestick just represents its own amount of time on that time frame. So on the day chart, each candlestick represents 1 day of trading price movement. All right, so as we can see, we are way below that 220 mark. We are pushing closer to 205, which also is just pushing us closer to under 200. Let's actually mark that on our chart. I feel as if we're going to see Tesla under 200 pretty soon. I'm going to just put an alert on that. I would imagine if not tomorrow, next week, I would like to see a $200 or cheaper Tesla. Let's mark that on the chart. We're gonna do, we got an alert set at about 199, so that's perfect. I wanna see this alarm get triggered tomorrow or within the next trading days to come. All right, let's tick down to the 4 hour and see what could have been done today as far as moves to have been made and at what price point. Let's tick down here. Let's tick down to the 1 hour. Get a better understanding of what went on today. Excuse me. First thing off bat, I see that Tesla tried to push up back to 215 and was pretty much immediately rejecting, triggering a decent sell off back down closer to that 205, $200 range. Today on the 1 hour was a bit choppy. There was a few moves to be made in here, but you would have had to been quick about it. Let's tick down, and this is the hour chart. So yeah, these moves weren't even solid over the hours to come. You would have been having to trade on the 15-minute charts to actually see the moves. 15-minute charts or lower. Typically when I'm charting, I'm out on higher time frames, which are days and 4 hours, even hour. When I'm actually actively in a trade, I'm looking closer to 15 minutes in like the 3 minute. I rarely tick down to the 1 minute, but sometimes I will, just off of a confirmation finder in a sense. I like to tick down to multiple time frames to look for confirmation, whether that's to sell or to buy more, or what direction that price most likely is pushing towards. And again, we're pushing down closer to that $200 mark. As you can see, it's getting rejected here, but it's also getting a little comfortable here. Unless we see a push above the 210, I would imagine we tomorrow touch below 200. This is the 15-minute chart. I see about two solid moves. You could have made money real quick. This is the 15-minute trick, so 15-minute chart, so you would have had to be quick about it. Here's about a 45-minute move you could have made. I guess you could have came in earlier. About an hour move. If you would have bought here at 10 a.m., you could have rolled these out to about 10:45, literally a 45-minute move. But from here, you had a nicer move to the downside. which you could have bought these here at about 10:30, 10:45, and held on to them until about 12:45. That was about a 2-hour move. I like that move better. 2 hours of just pushing price down. Then you had another try here. Actually, this move was probably better than that first move. This was about 45 minutes. You would have had to be in and out really quickly, whereas to have caught price here at 12:45, you could have rolled that out to about 3. That would have been probably that second better move. So push to the downside and then a little push up here. You could have even got a smaller move here. It's just tricky with Tesla with the price, with the premiums being priced what they are, a little bit on the higher side. These smaller moves sometimes aren't worth it. They reverse real quick and you can find yourself in the negative, in some trouble really quickly on something like that. Let's go ahead and switch over to SPY. That's pretty much it for Tesla today. Not that much action. I mean, today, let's see, let's look at today you had a high of, was this today? Yeah, literally 9:30, you had a high of 214 and you had a low of 204 today. About a $10 move, but it was so choppy to get that move. You would have had to have a sniper like entry to do so. All right, let's switch over to SPY and see what SPY had to offer for us today. I actually had some calls on SPY today. Let's look at that day chart first. Quite a bullish day, pushing us down. Like again, I would want to see SPY closer to that 410, 408 range before I am interested in making a sizable move on SPY. This is the day chart. You could have probably held puts here all day. You would have had to get rid of them probably an hour or two out prior to the market closing. Let's tick down to the 4-hour chart and see what all moves could have been made that way. First things I see are 2 moves to the downside. But let's go back here. Oh, sorry. No, this is the 4-hour. So that's not all today. Let's see what today was. On the 4-hour. Yeah, you had about 3 solid candles on the 4-hour. I would have felt comfortable buying up here on this 4-hour chart and holding them to about 12 o'clock. That's that one move. Let's tick down here a little bit more to get a better view of what that market did today. Yeah, it looks like it was mostly just pushed to the downside. Actually, it was a little more choppy than that. Let's go to the 15-minute. Let's look at the 15-minute for today. That hour looks a little choppy. Doesn't really detail the moves that were made as well as I would like to see them. Okay, here on the 15-minute, big push to the downside. A lot of people might have been faked out here around 10:45 with that push up as if price was going to revert, but it did not touch that all-time high of today of about 217. Yeah, 217, about 9:30, 9:45 this morning. Price never returned to that. This looks as if it was, but you could see a quick sell-off in price, and then it was pretty much down for the rest of the day until about 1:30 with a nice little push up, but then inevitably another push down. So I would have liked to, let's see what those best moves were. Here, we can go over Let's go back to the 15 minute and see just what those moves were and what time they were made. As you can see, I got my alert set for 410. Anything under that, then I'm looking to purchase myself also. Okay. Out the gate, like I said, you had that nice push down with a little bullish buying, but it wasn't enough. Price got exhausted and then continued to push down. So I say you had about 2 good moves today, and that would have either been coming here early, you just would have had to know not to be faked out. But if you would have came after this, once you seen price push up to about 216 but not push to the when you saw price push up to about 416 but no more, that would have been your indicator that price was about to reverse. That next candlestick on the 15 minute definitely confirmed it, and then a big push down. That's your first move right here. I wouldn't have liked to have been caught up before 10:45:11. This right here was what the day was going to be, but that would have easily faked people out. When you would have saw that position reverse, you would have been in profit in the green, and you would have saw that green profit get taken away. It might would have forced you to have sell. So it would have been better to just wait for this move here to know you are good to go, and you could have held these from about 11:45 on down to about 1:30, all profit. Yes, that would have been your best profit taken, is about 1:30. And then another nice little push up. This was that second move. I saw people hitting 100% off of this move here. So don't think just because we only have a few candlesticks, it's not a good move. Something like this could easily offer you 50, 100% easily, even though the all day was red, which SPY ended up finishing under at 412. You still had call buying opportunities to be profitable. That's what I like about the market. On any given day, you can be right, whether it's a put or a call. You just have to know what time to get in to do so. There's a third little move here after that 3 o'clock. That last hour was a nice little sell-off. You could have even made a little bit of money here. To have bought here, you could have then sold here for a nice pretty penny at the close of market. All right, I think that wraps up SPY. We're already down to the 15-minute chart. Let's tick over to some crypto. Okay, we are back with another SHIB video. We're looking at the day chart. Looks like price does not like that 508 place mark. We went up and touched it a little bit before quickly getting rejected on that price. But I do like to see that price is holding well above 7.5. That is a good sign. We just need a little more time and a little more effort to push and hold up against that 508 place, which is about here. We're pretty close. Let's go ahead and put a line here just to see. I don't want to chart the chart just yet because I don't have that much faith that price is going to stay above this 8 price. It, as of right now, is not above it. So we're going to put a line here, but this is where price has been most comfortable lately. Until I can get a whole, if I can't get 12 hours, 24 hours above 508, I am not interested in hearing how bullish SHIB is just yet. Although on its way, it's not ready just yet in my personal opinion. This is the day chart. Let's tick down, and I guarantee the charts will second my opinion and sentiment on SHIB for the last few days as well. Pushed up against that 508 before dropping 2 to 3 candles back below it. As you can see, I think we need to go retest 5074 before then again pushing above the next. I'm gonna set an alert here on SHIB. I want to see price come up and touch. I want to see price come up and touch about 505. Is that where we are? Is that what it is? 5085 is where I want to see SHIB come and touch before maybe looking to move these lines, push them up a little bit. This is the 4 hour. Let's take down to the hour. And as you can see, price did push back off of that 5076, which is good. It's ready to push back towards 508. That is a good sign overall on SHIB. This is the hour chart. 3 straight hours of pushing back towards that 508 mark is what we want to see. Let's tick down to the 15-minute as well and see what it has to offer. A little choppy here on the 15-minute, struggling, but also making momentum in an upward direction. If you were looking to add on SHIB, you could have came and bought in maybe more here. 5075. This was today at 2:30. You had a nice little sell-off before being gobbled back up, pushing the price back up on the 15-minute. I actually sold a little SHIB myself personally up here in the 8s and also here in the 7s. I might have been selling up in here also with everybody else. I am looking to rebuy, but my average is a little bit lower, so I have to be cautious with that. But I am looking to take more profit up here, closer to that 508 mark, for then another buyback below 8. I think that is it for today. We're already down to the 15-minute chart. This is your guy, the Traveling Trader. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, if there's any other tickers or crypto assets you want me to take a look at, as long as you're following me, drop them on a comment. I will see it and I will add it to the mix. Peace.